watch what's approaching. The supreme moment, reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Now that the legendary campaign is available and released for the Prime Battle LR Krillin, I figured it would be a good occasion to go ahead and cover this unit at max level links, since I did get it done fairly recently when going through the link skill level grind. So, you know, we'll talk about the stats and showcase the unit on a variety of situations here in a second, but I did throw in a pop quiz last time, so shout out to Lel or Lel for getting the right answer on Hercule's favorite food and also hobbies. High-class steak, golfing, and auctions like a real Mr. Moneybags. Balls, balls, and stinky balls. And that's probably the best way to summarize, you know, the state of mind for Hercule, right? I think I saw another one. I forgot who it was, but literally called him a glory hunter, which is, you know, a little bit true in a way because he does take a lot more credit than deserved. But he kind of pays it back to the rest of the guys, right? He treats them to good food and fine dining and the high-class way of things, but yeah, I mean, that's certainly the case here. But yeah, shout out to you on that one. I think for this one, we'll kind of keep it related to Dokkan and also Krillin. So my question for the next one is, which Krillin card is the oldest unit in Dokkan Battle? So whoever comments this first and gets it right, I'll shout you out in the next video. So let's switch gears and talk about the free-to-play Prime Battle LR Krillin unit. So let's just cover the stats one by one. Leader skill is the Earthlings category key plus 4 HP attack and defense increase of 150%. For the super attack, it is an LR, so they have two different variations. The 12 key raises attack and causes colossal damage to all enemies with a medium chance of stunning them. And then for the 18 key super attack, raises attack and defense and causes mega-colossal damage to enemies. So you do have the stacking ability with either of the super attack, obviously better for the 18 key because it's both attack and defense. From the passive skill standpoint, key plus 3 and defense increase of 30,000, attack increase of 20,000 when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack plus 20,000 if it's an ultra super attack, plus an additional key plus 3 when facing only one enemy. However, attack increase of 10,000 at the start of turn per existing enemy when facing 2 or more enemies. Count starts from the second enemy and launches an additional super attack when facing 6 or more enemies. So obviously, given the skill sets for the super attack and passive skill, this guy's really meant to be one of those centerpieces for Super Battle Road. You know, the most advantageous setting to, you know, fully utilize this guy would be on Super Battle Road or conditions where you're facing a bunch of different enemies at one time. So from a showcase standpoint, I did keep it to Infinite Dragon Ball history where it's only one enemy, you know, in most cases. But just FYI, this guy is meant to be tested on Super Battle Road, which I'll probably most likely do with the level 10 links. Speaking of level 10 links, let's go ahead and talk about it one by one. At level 10, Z Fighters is attack increase of 20%. Turtle School's key plus 2, attack and defense increase of 20%. Courage is key plus 2, and attack increase of 10%. High Compatibility is key plus 2, and attack and defense increase of 10%. Solid Support is attack increase of 15%. All enemies defense minus 20%. Shattering the Limit is key plus 2, attack and defense increase of 5%, and then of course Legendary Power is attack increase of 15% when performing a super attack. Now for the categories, Full Power, Earthlings, and Battle Wits, just, you know, obviously, but, you know, there is a need for me to state it. The team I went with for this showcase is the Majin Buu Saga / Battle Wits with the Strength LR Super Vegito lead, so that's pretty much the format with that. And you know, you do have other units like the World Tournament Team Gohan's a pretty good support unit, as well as decent links to the Krillin unit. You've got LR Hercule with the EZA, the EZA AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku as well. It's a nice little support option, and a couple of units here and there. Moving on back onto the stats. So again, 100% potential maxed out. This guy will have HP of 22,530. Attack is 18,940, and defense is 13,610. Not bad, you know, stats overall from a free-to-play standpoint. And then for the 12 key multiplier, you're looking at 140%, and then the 24 key is 200%. just a couple of things here, right? For the ability to stack the attack and defense, that's going to be an equivalent of, at least for the raised attack, is a 30% equivalent for, within 99 turn limit restrictions. And then, again, with the raising attack and defense option for the 18 key super attack, that's going to be an equivalent of 20% increase within the 99 turn limit. So just FYI, that's pretty much the case. And then, obviously with the medium chance of stunning enemies as part of that 12 key super attack as well, that's also a 30% chance to stun each enemy for 2 turns. So those are the built-in parameters around the skill sets and super attack for this unit. Again, I went with the Majin Buu Saga / Battle Wits category setup. It just seemed like the team building options were a little bit easier. I thought about going with the Earthlings. The only problem with that category is there really isn't that many good support units on that team just yet. It's fairly new and it's still kind of building out. So with that being said, it's a little bit easier to build a team around this setup versus some of the other ones. Like full power, certainly I thought about it too, but it just made the most sense after looking at the available units within my deck that again, the Majin Buu Saga / Battle Wits category setup is probably the best fit for this unit. And, just generalities when it comes to Krillin. I feel like Krillin is a real winner out of the Dragon Ball series. You know what I mean? Like, he's considered one of the most strongest, humans on Earth. So he's definitely up there in the ranks in terms of, fighting abilities. Obviously doesn't compare anywhere close to, like, the Saiyans or anything. But, not only that, he's well respected. He's got the girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is living that life. Yeah, he's living the ultimate life, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing well. He's a good fighter. He can protect. He got the girl, girl of his dreams, pretty much. Love at first sight type deal, you know what I mean? Like, he really did just almost sabotage everybody during the Cell Saga by getting rid of the remote control detonation for the bomb, built in inside them or whatever. I mean, it's just crazy, like the turn of events and how that led to them being happily together or whatnot. So it's pretty crazy stuff, but one of the few happy stories, happy endings coming out of Dragon Ball Z, I should say. So well respected character. One of the I will say this, like, there are 2 characters in the series, maybe even more than that, but from a good guy standpoint, I really did establish this like better likeness for Krillin and Piccolo after like getting a little bit older and like going back and reading it and just going from the start, like the Dragon Ball Saga and all that, and just kind of revisiting character developments right from the very beginning to where they are now. And after doing that, once I was a little bit older, I did definitely appreciate Krillin and Piccolo a lot more. Like right now, Piccolo's probably one of my favorite characters in the entirety of Dragon Ball. And when it comes to Krillin, like, you have a lot of respect for him after going through it, right? And I know I'm going off on tangents here, but I do want to talk about the characters themselves because I don't really get a chance to. But when it comes to like Krillin, you know what I mean? Like whenever Goku, finally shows up and everybody's waiting, slowly dying one by one, and then he finally shows up. I remember like, when it comes to, I think it was against like the Ginyu Force or something. I can't remember exactly, but Krillin's like, I hate to, leave it up to you every time, but, take care of business. You know what I'm saying? So like that kind of like bond between Goku and Krillin, you come to find out after reading it several times of how deep that relationship is and also how, good of a guy Krillin actually is. So I'm not surprised, he got the girl at the end of the day because, people say nice guys finish last, but that's not necessarily the case, you know what I mean? Like, so I will leave it at that. I don't want to get off on too much of the deep end and talk about, relationships and whatnot. I guess the police sirens are active at this 8 o'clock in the morning today, but I don't know if you heard it in the background. But anyways, the free-to-play LR Krillin is certainly a good option, and you do have like the bonus drop rates with the Inhuman Deeds category right now with the Legendary campaign, so it's certainly worthwhile to do it. He's not like the greatest of all units or anything, but he is a nice option to have, especially from a free-to-play standpoint with, all the different events that do require certain units to be brought on. So I think in that regard, it would definitely be beneficial to, at least get this guy to, max SA and also 100% potential. I mean, you do get some of the rewards back, I think, even if it's like after the campaign started. So at the end of the day, units that are farmable, I general guideline is to go ahead and farm them when available. I mean, that's just the case here. The new LR Bobby D and Majin Buu, obviously it's, the grind of 777 medals and whatnot ×2 if you really want to go the right way. But, just take your time and do it. Same case with the Krillin unit. I mean, you're seeing the final product, so hopefully you can kind of make a better judgment as to how you want to go about it going forward. So, with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the showcase. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, I will catch you guys later. Alright, peace out.